Okay, when do we fire the helium tanks?
Not yet, babe.
Yeah. You want some more brownies?
No.
First Tuesday, a little hungry.
That music even sounds outer spacey, doesn't it? You hear that? That whistling sound? Pictures. Yeah, it sounds like, outer spacetime music. Head down here. Where are you, John?
I was born by the river on the dark side of the moon. Obscurity was the original cocoon, warm and inviting like a mother's womb, silent and still like a lost tomb. I waste the years chasing lost youth when time isn't even linear. I'd rather say I'll see you yesterday, because it sounds prettier. Sometimes I still see her smile in the rolling hills, love in abundance like the lilies and the daffodils. And lately all my glasses are rose tinted. I love writing nonsense and knowing you'll still get it, or at least feel it. I ran away from all the pain so I could heal from it. It was a quick plummet, went from conversing with God at the mountain summit to admiring blood-stained sea foam during rock-bottom sunsets. But maybe it's all part of the plan. For the Afrocentric art-obsessed poetry writing black man. Dorm room concerts for my park jams, back when PBA was still a tight fam, and J-Lo was my right hand. Oh man, recording demo tracks with my christening. At long last, the diamond in the rough is finally glistening. I like to thank my friends for always listening. Y'all saved me from myself back when self-doubt was crippling.
Brilliant blue horizon coming up behind the approaching sunrise.
In this sub-zero world, you are warm light, crawling under covers on cold nights. It's so nice to see you again and being hugged tight. Or hearing you'll be home soon. The smell of bacon frying in the dining room. Saying I'll always love you. And taking weekend trips to the moon. I wrote this letter for you, addressed it to the past, cause all I did was blink my eyes and our whole life had passed. Obsessed with past forever, we named the stars together. The shaky skies of fall, brought out the cats and dogs. Cupid on my back, Usher said I had it bad. Ducking dodges, I was cooling it at 55. Through every streaky light, I pulled in right on time. A universe in your apartment, it was all love. When we watched BoJack on your couch, I really saw doves. Got so caught up in the feeling, I had feet of clay. I prayed for 40 days and nights that you were here to stay. But every Southgate sunset brought a day of rain. I learned to take it all in before it washed away. Falling in love is just like falling asleep. Writing a song, smoking at the Fullerton beach. And the summertime Chicago streets, enjoying the breeze. Trying to link with Max and Mickey, asking where we would meet. Can't believe that I was writing 20 poems a week. City full of people, yet I was alone as could be. Thought of going back to emcee, saying fuck the degree. And I thought about you every time I listened to see. It seemed the past and the present ain't no different to me. I find fragments of the earth in every planet I see. So formally, thank you for the wine nights, holding me when I cried, and dealing with my grieving when my grandma died. In that really dope period from March to May, Back when weed and songwriting was the day-to-day. Summertime nights with Isaiah and John, getting yelled at by Renika on the 4th of July. And listening to Promise, convinced you were my cherry pie. But not even Sade could stop the lunar race. Sometimes there's nothing like the solitude of outer space. I wrote this letter for you, addressed it to the past, cause all I did was blink my eyes and our whole life had passed. Obsessed with past forever. You know, nah, it's not good enough. I wrote this letter for you, I sent it to, stupid. I gotta start from the beginning. Dear Earth,
I am confident this African Union now. There is no time to wait. We must unite or we perish. I am confident this African Union now. There is no time to wait. We must unite or we perish.
with the people on your side, it means you're always winning. Simple, really. Unity is all you're missing. Planet X is black people on the same mission, tearing down the system, ending every ism. Given broken instruments, we made our own rhythms, soaked in synths and drums. It was all love, before them record labels came and split us all up. Aw, damn, the journey's mighty touching, fam. Came a long way from all them Sedgwick Ave Park jams. Not even 50 years later, already world famous, all thanks to Cool Herc, disco records, and turntables.
I am confident this African Union now. There is no time to wait. We must unite or we perish. I am confident this African Union now. There is no time to wait. We must unite or we perish.
What if I always went the wrong way? Right when I needed left, left when I should have stayed. What if it's deja vu? Or maybe something like the Sandman, where all my dreams come true. What if I throw it all away like Kanye, or never even get to make it big in the first place? Maybe I should turn around, go into STEM, 9 to 5, put the writing down. Locks like Delilah and Samson, hold the vigil with balloons and Prussian blue candles. Sometimes I'm insightful, most of the time I ramble, finding myself trapped beneath the wreckage in the bramble. But like Rambo, I run instead of fight it out. Vision my future now, rear of howling house, lying on my back in a patch of grass, staring at the stars, laughing in celebration of sad sack days past, thinking this too shall pass.
Mr. Aldous Huxley, renowned essayist and novelist who, during the spring semester, is residing at the university in his capacity as a Ford research professor. Mr. Huxley has recently returned from a conference of the Institute for the Study of Democratic Institutions in Santa Barbara, where the discussion focused on the development of new techniques by which to control and direct human behavior. Traditionally, it has been possible to suppress individual freedom through the application.
Way too high, say goodbye. Can't be safe, but have to try. Deer and snow, country roads, missing these days when we're old. Sullen sunset, blues and reds. Love's great, but not dead yet. Geocentric, you're the globe, yet you always come and go.
You're a genius.
I know.
Wherever you are along the way, close the distance, here to stay. Wherever you are along the way, close the distance, here to stay. How do we make the world stop spinning? How do we make the world stop spinning? Let's pretend that I'm not dizzy. Let's pretend we found what's missing. How do we make the world stop spinning? How do we make the world stop spinning? I can bring the heat, all I need is a drum loop. I don't need the chop chop, I don't need the kung fu. I can bring the heat, all I need is a drum loop. I can bring the heat, all I need is a drum loop. Lately I pray all my brothers fortified. Lately I ain't seen no liquor sleep until the morning time. Lately I've been, hold up. Lately I've been shining, I'm in rare form. Face a blunt and show these niggas worlds they never seen before. I'm talking Lake Egator, Coast of Kyushu, Samurai Ghost, stolen phone calls and lost youth. When that woman jumped in the lake, she became a beast. Mourning her deceased, but her fiends what the people see. I ain't never blame her, I get crazy about my niggas too. Rest in peace to all my fallen people that ain't make it through. Listening to Lovers Rock, smoking on the bleachers, counting down the days till disciple turned teacher. Weekends on the moon, but it's Pluto on the weekdays. Lately I've been spitting like it's still the regular holidays. Blunts to the face, on the couch with Jay. Wasn't working out, but a nigga had faith. Psyche down the drain, trying to chase fame. Only thing I knew to do was right through the pain. I can bring the heat, all I need is a drum loop. I don't need the chop chop, I don't need the kung fu. I can bring the heat, all I need is a drum loop. I can bring the heat, all I need is a drum loop.
One, two, three, 4, and 5, and stop. And the right answer is C. Both formal and informal rules
take your plays. We even take maybe a couple of your mixes for all players. But we want to take your notes.
That was the best triggers I ever had in my life. That wasn't a regular trigger. No.
It is.
Tastes like sugar.
And 5. And it is based on your internal personal characteristics. I can change that question to external. If I ask you external, it will be family income, family relations, wealth that you inherit. So it will be just the opposite.
Well, hello, Mr. Darrell Jr. You should be at home because it's got to be bad there. It's bad here. Get a chance to give up our call. Otherwise, I'll call you back later. Bye.
Man, it's cold. -9 today. Headed straight to the bank. How can I feel safe when the whole world takes? Demolish the door, afraid of what's in store. Transactional friends, from beginning to end. And it's just my luck that I'm still here stuck. And those summer days feel so far away. And it's just my luck that I'm still here stuck. 3,000-year ankles hugging the mud. And it's just my luck that I'm still here stuck. And those summer days feel so far away. And it's just my luck that I'm still here stuck. 8,000-year ankles hugging the mud. This wind is crazy today, man.
After high school, I didn't write a letter. Will, once asked me why I stopped, and I said that I wasn't a good writer. His answer to that was, as we get older, we become more critical.
Rereading Solanin, the message consoles me before lulling me to sleep, liberating me from societal teachings that if I ain't always chasing greatness, none of it means a thing. So I stand myself, see my knowledge as wealth, and treat every syllable, spit or written, mainstream or hidden, as worthy of being heard, never letting profitability determine my self-worth. And after many years in the dirt, a Franklin tree reemerges from the earth, as ink floods the page, and sound swallows the space. Everything before was another man's path, and everything after is me walking away. Long way off the beaten path, I hope that you've forgiven me. Thankful for the close friends and companions that helped deliver me from the lowest to the low, when I was down without a home. And the bills inside my pocket, sitting shorter than some gnomes. But even on the darkest of the nights, my aura glows. Sweet like the hydrangeas, but still thorny like the roses. I'm trying to lead my people to the promised land like Moses. My psyche bending out of shape, and yet I'm still not broken. Coldest nigga here, but they still treat me like a token. Try to drown my demons through the drinking and the smoking. Closed off to the world, but still be rapping like I'm open. Faking like I'm good, my face still showing that I'm open. Thinking of the bliss I felt back in our ballroom days before every cat-tooth memory up and went astray. I pray the love you have for life won't ever wane. I pray that the sundogs in your eyes won't ever change.
I don't know what's going on with you in the future, what your future ailments and predicaments are, but if you want any advice from the 23-year-old you, the younger you, it would just be just be nicer to yourself. Be nicer to yourself. Stop putting so much pressure on emcee. Be kind to yourself, be honest with yourself, be true to yourself, be nice to yourself. You'll be alright.
You and I meet at the open mic. Think you got some dope lines. Find you on the side. Say I like the way you write rhymes. You reply thank you before asking if I rhyme too. Nod my head yes, although my time at open mics is new. Promise me I'll kill it. Sit in front row with the best view. Panicking internally, externally I play it cool. I gotta rise to the occasion like the Ren is doing. Spit my verse with passion that the crowd ain't never heard before. Never scraping surfaces, let's take it to the ocean floor. Look inside your eyes with proof you feel the same way. Been a while since I met a writer on the same page. My song ends, the audience claps and snaps. Blackout while rapping, your reaction helps fill the gaps. Return to my seat, we speak in between performers. You say I rhyme like Prince B meets Haruki Murakami. Before I thank you, I make sure to drop an RIP. And even though we're only 23, I still check for a ring. Cause falling for you isn't part of the plan. But not every day I meet a PM Dawn fan. Let the thought pass, simply enjoy the chatter. Every dope woman is in my happily ever after. Tonight's farewell performance, celebrating your move to Portland in the morning, reminds me a lot of Lauren. Sorry, I mean Miss Hill. Type of artist turning down the major label deal. Cause when it's said and done, you'd rather keep your music real. Or drop a classic debut album and then disappear. The day you walk away from rhyming is my biggest fear. And despite you leaving Michigan, we keep in touch. You help me think it through whenever rhymes refuse to come. Every now and then you say you're penning tracks again. I get caught up in excitement texting all my friends. I pretend you really mean it when I know it's cap. Cause once your son is born, you really don't have time for rap. Story highlights of your kid growing up. You fall deep in motherhood, and we fall out of touch. In your absence, I write songs again every day. Haunted by the ghosts of the dope-ass albums you would've made. Till 2 years later, receive an email with the demo tape. 7 songs long, but the bonus track makes it 8. Unknown sender, subject sorry for the wait. Let it play through, it's the greatest album ever made. Butter smooth flows, genre shifts in production. Boldly stepping forward while other rappers reluctant. Wish you would've dropped it, but I'll always trust your judgment. If this is just your process, I won't rush it. And even if it never hits streaming, I still love it.
The ancient Japanese considered the go-board to be a microcosm of the universe. Although, when it is empty, it appears to be simple and ordered. The possibilities of gameplay are endless. They say no two Go games have ever been alike, just like snowflakes. So, the go-board actually represents an extremely complex and chaotic universe. That's the truth of our world, Max. It can't be easily summed up with math. There is no simple path.
Yeah, I'm still writing raps, but it's bittersweet. Groggy after the dream, sweet and serene like a movie scene. Blanketed by green grass and endless pastures. This is God as described by childhood pastors. The bridge between the here and the hereafter. Flows leveled up, but the homes still look the same. Watching youth fade away through tear-stained window panes. Long before roundabout days of chasing petty fame, and way before obsession with perfection came. And when I think of love, I still think of Genesis. Free of every nemesis. Nice to be nice, mean to be mean, were the seeds of my knowledge tree. Everyday celebration, self-doubt nameless. Bound together by teal blue dirt stained shirts that saved us all from hurt. Original caretakers gave birth to my self-worth. Christened on a Mount Olive summit, I could never lose peace because I came from it. Success undefined by hundreds, or whichever artist had the largest plummet from the top of the white man's molehill. Language metaphysical, message still the real deal, steel sharp as steel. That's why every time I speak or lay a verse, the sound cuts chatter. Tracks contagious like a virus or some hearty laughter. Compared to my mouth, my mind moves faster. Verses be haphazard to the world, but I can spot the patterns.
But as the Go game progresses, the possibilities become smaller and smaller. The board does take on order. And all the moves are predictable.
And so
maybe, even though we're not sophisticated enough to be aware of it, there is a pattern, an order, underlying every Go game. Maybe that pattern is like the pattern in the stock market. The Torah is 216 number.
This is insanity, Max.
Or maybe it's genius. I have to get that number.
Hold on, you have to slow down. You're losing it. You have to take a breath. Listen to yourself. You're connecting a computer book I had with a computer book you might have had in some religious hogwash. If you want to find the number 216 in the world, you will be able to find it everywhere. 216 steps from your street corner to your front door. 216 seconds you spend riding on the elevator. When your mind becomes obsessed with anything, you will filter everything else out and find that thing everywhere. 320, 450, 22, whatever. You've chosen 216 and you will find it everywhere in nature. But Max, as soon as you discard scientific rigor, you're no longer a mathematician. You're a numerologist.
Realizing there's never enough time. I adapt by immortalizing you in rhyme. Heavy words for the heavier hearted, always on my mind, even though you're dearly departed. Everything we had finds permanence in the past. So even if glaucoma takes my sight, the sound of your voice lives on in my mind. Listening to old voicemails, teary-eyed without fail. Disappearance is disappointing. Returning is the real prestige. God sent this verse express our name and address in the letterhead. Lately I've been dreaming the same dream and obsessing over the same things. Still suffering from touch withdrawal and too much weed and alcohol. But I guess you were right all along. It really is a strange world after all. Fireballs in the sky on a night drive. Windows down. Captain Jazz blasting. 75, 85, 95. Never felt more alive. Taking solace in space-time. Everything that was, is, and will be. Right in front of me. Channeling Hayeki. Finally breathing freely. Standing still in a moving scene. Complete bliss. Even more enchanting than I pictured it.
Next stop, East Campus Boarding Center, Acres, Conrad, Fee, and Hubbard Halls.
Tell us a little bit about your time machine.
Well, as I mentioned, it's based on using light, and the fact that it's anchored in Einstein's theory, because Einstein showed that gravity can affect time. And as I said, since light can create gravity, then my theory is based on actually using a circulating light beam, which you can create. You can take lasers and you can get laser light to move in a circulating path. And what this will actually do is this will actually cause time to get twisted into a loop.
Slush-coated caddies and graphic design classes. I never thought that I would grow this old. Gargantuan ambition, born from barefoot and basement shows. Lately I've been writing with my eyes closed, in hopes of recapturing an ethereal glow. As I'm haunted by the ghosts of old songs, my honest and isolated thoughts are punctuated by quindertones and chattering astronauts. And while emotionally embattled, I made a sonic recreation of the Coral Castle. To others it must be magic, or an act of reverse magnetism. But Phantasm was more than a dream, just like the Sundogs LP. When met by imminent demise, I turn my head to the sky, and every polar stratospheric cloud reminds me I'm alive. A message from the divine, not to cut my tongue off like Deegeecee, because the lyrics also made you cry, and the music in space came from you. Turns out I couldn't run from pain, cause that's where all the feeling is. Piano helps to hold me still. This verse is where the healing is.